Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Give it to the back again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with the first sack of the game.
They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, it's Joseph. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First down here for this offense. The back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying the run, it's Johnson. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
1st and 10 play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting off the defender.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
The offense stays on the field. Coach going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Snags the quick throw. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Same tailback, another carry. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. Tight end goes in motion. They'll run it here. In the clear at the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. It's a quick grab. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Movement here from the tight end. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Miller. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Handoff to the left. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Dropping back, it's Williams. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's looking to scramble. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Miami offense is back on the field. Oh, here comes the reverse. They bring him down right at the 20. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, a reverse. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Canes pick up enough to get a first down there. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense going with the hurry up. Oh, here comes the reverse. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Second and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket now. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. It's a shotgun run call. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Prentice. Football comes out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for some space. It's Allen. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Hurricanes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. This is a game-defining gamble. Coach going for it, this close to his own end zone. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown for the U.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. opening play of the drive. He looks right for a completion. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. As the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To throw, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Got him, he's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Trying to extend the play. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They'll run it from the gun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Williams. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down after the completion. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call. The Canes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, I just love this call here by the offensive coordinator to give this quarterback a chance to get out on the edge on the bootleg. He can either run it, utilizing his legs, or here, he used his arm to pick up the first down. Great job.
The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Will he score here? Touchdown, Canes. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's going for a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They jump in front here in the 4th. Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And here's the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Get some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, He picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
They could use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Allen. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Now, with just 1 second on the clock, this field goal attempt to force overtime. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Oh, it's no good. The CFP journey ends with that missed kick. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.